Today is day 2 of our 25 days of Advent. And Advent is an anticipation. We are anticipating celebration of the birth of the Messiah. It is also for us who believe the anticipation of the return of the Messiah. And so today our key word is grief. So I'm here at a cemetery in North San Bernardino. And at the cemetery, there is a lot of grief. There are flowers, there are markers, there are balloons, there are monuments, or even Christmas trees on some of the stones, as people remember and they process the grief of losing someone that they loved. The key word as for us as we open up the book of Matthew and we look at some of the genealogy and we stop and pause, we think of the grief of Abraham having to send Ishmael out. A boy that he truly loved, he sent him out into the wilderness. And then 14 generations later, we think of David, and we think of David, the wailing of his grief at the death of his infant son, and that which came as a direct result of David's sin. And we think of the grief and the turmoil that caused, and we also think of the grief that David went through as his own son Absalom tried to overtake the kingdom and cause kind of a little civil war inside of David's own kingdom, and the grief that David went through. Historically, Christmas season is a time filled with grief. It's a month that has the most amount of suicides. It's a month that has the most amount of depression. So today, as we look forward to the hope of the Messiah, you need to know and understand that your Messiah understands your grief. Your Messiah understands your pain. Your Messiah says, "Come to me, all who are weary, and I will give you rest." So today, give him your grief. Give him your disappointments. Give him your discouragements. And then continue to look forward to the hope of his promise. Have a blessed day.